As someone who has played Stalker 2 beginning to end about 3 or 4 times on the PC, I already knew what to expect when playing it on the PlayStation 5. I know the story and game mechanics very well, so this review will center around how it feels to play on the PS5 and the technical state that it's in. This review will not have story spoilers, and you will be able to find timestamps in the description. If you are interested in a comprehensive review of Stalker 2, check out my review after 230 hours video. The review copy they gave me is on version 1.7 of the game. For anyone on PS5 who is unfamiliar with the Stalker series and thought Stalker 2 looked interesting, here's a quick rundown of what the game is and how it plays. Stalker 2 is a sequel to the Stalker trilogy released from 2007 to 2009. The Stalker games are first-person shooters with immersive simulation elements and horror elements. The game takes place in an alternate version of the real-life Chernobyl exclusion zone in Ukraine. They are known for their AI systems and realistic elements. This game is not Call of Duty. You have to take things slow and use a little strategy when dealing with combat, hunger, and economy. This game doesn't have a level-up system. Your progression involves your real-life knowledge of the various mechanics of the game and the gear you collect on your journey. There's an AI system that simulates the lives of the various factions and mutants that you come across. There are anomalies that are dangerous and some that are helpful. I won't get into any more details about the game. I think it's worth experiencing for the first time, and making mistakes and learning is a part of the Stalker experience. As someone who primarily plays video games on my PC, the frame per second difference is usually staggering to me when I play on console. I will always set the graphic settings to performance rather than quality because 30 FPS bothers my eyes. With Stalker 2, this is no different. I would not play this game on quality graphic settings. It is not a good experience on a base PS5. Performance mode, however, is not bad. In my time playing on performance settings, there hasn't been any lag or choppiness. The FPS is pretty consistent. However, there have been frame drops that I noticed when arriving at a hub, such as Zalicia. When entering Zalicia, the frames per second were noticeably lower, but it was a stable experience of low FPS. Otherwise, the performance on PS5 is actually decent compared to what I expected it to be. If you want to play on quality graphics, I suggest waiting for the engine upgrade that is supposed to come within the next few months. The adaptive triggers and haptic feedback feels great in Stalker 2. This is one of the highlights for me when playing with a PlayStation controller. I love the immersion it adds to every experience that you play on the PlayStation, and with Stalker 2 it's no different. It adds a lot of immersion. You are also able to have a motion sensor aiming mechanic, which I thought was kind of a funny gimmick when I tried it. How it works is wherever your controller is aiming is where your gun aims, and you can move the controller around and it actually moves your player's aim around in the game. It's weird. It reminded me of like old Wii games and like the Wii remote, how that worked. I turned it off personally. I thought it was kind of weird, but I mean, to each their own. If you want to do that, it's there. The controller will light up with different colors based on your health levels and will play audio of certain effects from the game, such as inventory effects and things like that. I also turned that off because I play with headphones. In the settings, you can customize all of these PS5 specific features, and you can really go into customization with the settings of your controller. I love this. I love more customization and settings for the player. Please, GSC, keep putting sliders for more customization, but it's always needed. That's the big thing that I don't like on playing console specifically. You don't get to customize your graphic settings, which I think is a big loss for playing on console. But hey, Steam Machine is coming out. Maybe y'all can hop on that. Due to the fact that patch 1.7 released today, the PS5 version of Stalker 2 will have A Life and an improved combat system. PS5 players basically get to skip the heartache of no A Life in the game like the rest of us had to experience for the last year. For more patch 1.7 information, refer to this video I just made. Overall, I think Stalker 2 on the PS5 is worth it. It comes out a year after the initial release, and they have flattened out the bugs that were present on Xbox and PC. Performance is still a little shaky, but I think with the upcoming engine upgrade, it will be fixed sooner rather than later. There will be free content updates and DLC coming soon as well, so there's a lot of content to consume and look forward to when it comes to Stalker 2. I appreciate your time, and if you want more Stalker content such as guides and patch reviews, please consider giving a like and subscribing. Have a good day.